Tesla, as it has made new highs, record highs. We specialize in the first hour of trading, and we believe that if a person is trading intraday, they have to set the time frame associated with the decision-making mechanism. Um, Tesla obviously is going to be one of the stocks that's going to have a lot of is going to present a lot of opportunities for us to make a nice mint a nice coin in the first hour of trading, because there's going to be a lot of inflow of capital into Tesla stock, and on average, one has to understand how market makers work. They mark a stock up and trade it down when there's extremely strong demand for the stock itself, so they can fill their books. Meaning they're short the market for that stock at the open, so they have to market as high as possible, then cover it at a lower price. So that's the strategy we're going to look for and obviously deploy, and hopefully we can capitalize on the the surging capital into Tesla stock, and this will be the genesis trade for our system. And I hope if you're watching this and if you like making good money in the markets, and I know it's difficult for people that have never traded, but for people that have a market experience, they understand the psychology behind it. It's some days you're up, sometimes you're down, but the key in the long run is to win more than you lose. The only way to do that is to extend the ratio, risk reward ratio. So for every 5 units or 5 points, you only lose one. So the importance of cutting losses. And I hope that people understand these facts. The markets are almost similar to a casino for a person that understands what's going on. I mean, they don't have any quantitative market risk management skills. So if they're just going in thinking they're going to buy something and sell it higher, or short something and cover cheap at a lesser price, there's so much information out there. That's why some of the most humble investors, like Warren Buffett, student of Benjamin Graham, or the disciple of Benjamin Graham, they seem to talk about the long-term approach, of investing. So you don't want to calculate when the market is going up or down. You just want to invest in good value, the intrinsic value of the market, which is a win. The stock market is not a zero-sum game. That's one thing that has to be understood. The futures market is a zero-sum game, but the stock market, there's a portion where value is built through the company that's creating value and running a business, and there is value in the people that are trading, providing liquidity for people that want to enter and exit the market. So it's a win-win. The key is to be a provider of liquidity at such times, and also understand the fundamentals surrounding who's entering the market, who's exiting the market, because these institutions are dealing billions of dollars, and they're the ones that move the markets. If you understand that fact and you're humble enough, you're not going to force the issue. You're going to take your losses much faster, and your profits are going to be within that range of 5 to 6 per 1 point that you risk. The keys, I hope that if you're watching this, do you understand these facts and follow through on execution of your strategy. It's always easy to have a strategy that might even be extremely profitable, and when you backtest it, but it comes at the end of the day, the human nature to deviate from a systematic fashion. It's just human nature. So if you're disciplined enough to follow through or have a system, mechanical system, I think in the long run you'll win. But at the same time, the market is a vicious machine. You always have to adjust your system. It has to be dynamic. And obviously, there are a lot of shorts in Tesla that that are stubborn. They don't understand the mechanism behind their thesis. Their thesis was the liquidity problem that Tesla might face, or the business model was not sustainable. But price does not lie. As Tesla has made new highs, and most likely they'll have to cover, and that will probably lead to Tesla eventually breaking over $1,000 per share. And thank you for watching, listening. I know it's not as much as I would like to have on, but this is my first channel. I'm not too familiar with YouTube, so I want you to kind of figure out if you want to be a winner in the market or a loser. To win in the markets, you have to have a definitive strategy to take your profits and losses. Some days will be winners, some days will be losers. And you can't be influenced by the status quo in the market that 99% of day traders are losers. No, it's not a fact. Yeah, it's conditional probability. Meaning, if you have a system first, you filter a person that has a systematic way of entering and exiting the markets. Second is, do you have a profitable strategy and it doesn't make sense? For that, I'll leave it up to you to kind of figure that out. Thank you for watching and listening.